Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm really pleased to give an update on all our resources. Probably some of you don't know about People's Law School. We are a nonprofit society serving British Columbia, and we help people work out life's legal problems. We provide plain language information and education on the law. And we were founded in 1972 as the first dedicated public legal education and information organization in Canada. We were actually funded by a group of UBC law students who thought that the public should know more about laws in British Columbia. So our focus is on everyday legal problems. And our approach is using plain language to empower people to take action. So if you take a look at the chart that's up on the screen, this is research that was done by the Department of Justice on the legal problems of everyday life. And you can see that 2/3 of people take no action or handle their own legal problem. So our website highlights practical tools and steps that people can take and tools that they can use to deal with their legal problems. We have a lot of print publications, and I brought some of them today. They're in the table up at the front. So if we run out, you can always order them through Crown Publications. We've updated quite a few of them, and Work in the Law, When I'm 64, Benefits for Older Adults, and several of our other popular titles were updated this year and last. And we actually have 20 titles in print for ordering from Crown Publications. And I actually brought ordering instructions. They're at the front there because I'm sure that by the end of the day, all those publications will be gone. We also have 15 titles in full text on ClickLaw Wikibooks. We have print publications because not everyone has a computer and not everybody knows how to actually use a computer. So we get a lot of walk-in people in our office, and it's surprising how many people don't have computers at home. In-person learning in communities. We hold classes in libraries throughout the province, and also in community organizations. So if you have a group of people that are interested in a particular legal topic, we have volunteer lawyers that go out and they will teach the topic to people. So the most popular topics that are in the libraries right now seem to be I call them the baby boomer topics. So it's like wills and estates and power of attorney and probating a will. We get lots of requests from libraries on that. Community organizations will quite often ask for a speaker on something like immigration law or working in BC. Family law topics are pretty popular. So we do our best to find a lawyer that will go out. There's no cost for this service. Strata law is getting really popular also, so we send a lot of strata law lawyers to libraries for that. We have a new website, well, relatively new. It's been up for about 2 years now. And our website focuses on everyday legal problems that people have. So this is actually the home page of our website. And you can see it's broken down into consumer, home and neighbors, money and debt, wills, planning and estates, and work. So it's very understandable. It's in plain language. It's easy to use. And we provide practical step-by-step guidance and templates and tips for people. So you can go into all these different sections, and it's expanded into lots of information. So let's take a look at that. This is another chart that was done by the Department of Justice on the legal problems of everyday life. And the legal problems that affect most people are, in that order, consumer and debt. If you live in Vancouver, that's pretty obvious. Debt is probably, something that everybody's dealing with the prices here. But work, civil liberties, and it goes down the line. So we have a lot of information on our website on these particular topics, and we've expanded the coverage last year. So as I was saying, Our website is in plain language. There's no legalese. It's very easy to understand. So this is a page from the work section of our website. And we have interactive images. So you can go into a page, and this particular one, this worker was saying, I was hired 2 weeks before Christmas and my boss didn't pay me for the statutory holiday. Is this legal? So you can test your knowledge by clicking yes or no. Do I have any takers here? Yes? No? 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 Okay, actually the answer is no. So you have to be employed. When you press no, it'll come up to say you have to be employed 30 days before you are paid for a statutory holiday. So everybody here seems to be pretty smart. So then you can go into the different sections and at accordion outs, so that you have like more information on all the different topics. So, as I was saying, we have step-by-step guidance and tools that help people understand options. And then we have tools such as downloaded templates and letters that help people take action. So how many times have you, had a legal problem? You're like, I'm going to write them. And then you're like, well, what will I write? So we actually have template letters that will help you do that. And we've got on the consumer page, we have letters like loan demand letters, letters to make a debt settlement offer to creditors, loan agreements, which are great for family and friends, loan demands. This particular section here is on disputing a phone bill. We have a whole section on cellular phones in the consumer area. Because I'm sure everybody's got a cell phone, or most people do, and there's information on the contracts and little things that come up, like this particular question, what are my rights? My phone bill included $500 in data roaming charges while I was traveling overseas. Can they do that? Yes or no? Yes, okay. Actually, the answer is no. The provider must limit data roaming charges to $100 within a single billing period unless you explicitly agree to add more charges. So there's lots of really practical information on our website. This is just a small section of it. And there's letters on this area to dispute phone bills and complain about faulty or damaged goods, all sorts of really good practical information for people. So we share the information that we have on our website. So if you work for organizations that have a website, you can embed information from our website and put it on yours. Anyways, we'll go into the embedding. The advantages are that you can get free content, and it's updated regularly. So when we update our website, your website, the information that you've embedded, that's going to be updated also. And it's really easy to set up. And you can just go to our website /embed, and it shows you how to embed the information on your website. So new in 2018, we have the Consumer and Debt Law book, which is now a ClickLaw wiki book. And this used to be published for over 20 years by Legal Services Society. It is now published by us. And it's a good resource for advocates and others. It's now a wiki book and fully updated. So you can go to wiki clicklawbc.ca to see that. And also new in 2019, People's Law School is now operating Dial-A-Law. So you can just phone in, and there is information on tapes on over 130 topic areas. We've got a new website. There's both a toll-free number and a number for the Lower Mainland. So you can go into that and get lots of information on different areas of the law. So that is it for our update, and thank you so much.